If Israel Adesanya loses this fight, his career may very well be over. He takes on Joe Pyfer next weekend at UFC Seattle, and I'm actually going to be there for that fight, baby. Pacific Northwest, Seattle, Washington, stand up, what's up, all right? But, I mean, Washington actually sucks. I hate that I live over here. And the UFC, like, barely ever comes over here. But I'm very excited for this fight. I'm going to be going to this one live. I get to see Macy Barber in the co-main event. Yeah. But more importantly, Israel Adesanya is taking on Joe Pyfer in the main event, and the narrative going around this fight is not a secret at all. I feel like Israel Adesanya, if he loses this fight, it's probably going to be by a bad KO or knockout loss, and he's probably going to be done. I think his career might very well be over. If he gets knocked out by Joe Pyfer, I would definitely consider retirement for Israel Adesanya. He's on a 3-fight losing streak, getting finished in his last 2, and they've all been pretty bad losses for the most part, pretty dominant losses. Sean Strickland, 50-45 to him, 49-46 to him, dropped him, dominated him, smoked him, walked him down badly. Dricus du Plessis dropped him, submitted him, took him down, took his back. It was an amazing submission that Dricus du Plessis got. The fight was very close before Israel Adesanya got subbed, but he's now coming off of a knockout loss to Nassourdine Imavov, which I believe it is only the second time he's been knocked out. The only time he's been knocked out in the UFC by someone that's not Alex Pereira. And I feel like Izzy has kind of had this, like, mystique of being such a defensively sound fighter. I don't know. I feel like Israel Adesanya is just, I think he's an extremely overrated striker. I think he always has been an extremely overrated striker. I think he's an extremely overrated fighter in general. Even prime Israel Adesanya, if you look at his title reign, he beat Robert Whittaker for the belt, which is a great win. But then besides that, I think he lost to Robert Whittaker in the rematch. I think he lost to Yoel Romero in one of the worst fights in UFC history. He beat Jared Cannonier, Marvin Vettori. I mean, these are not very good wins. And then he got knocked out by Alex Pereira, got an immediate title shot, beat Alex Pereira, but then lost the belt to Sean Strickland and got another immediate title shot against Dricus du Plessis. This guy's the most favored Dana White privileged fighter I've ever seen on the roster, except for maybe Conor McGregor in his prime. Conor McGregor was definitely extremely favored by Dana White, but I don't know. I think Israel Adesanya, I don't know, man. I think his whole career is extremely overrated in the UFC, and I think that he's going to lose next weekend to Joe Pyfer by a bad knockout. I'm very, very confident in that, actually. Israel Adesanya, he really does not have much to his game. He's extremely one-dimensional. He's extremely easy to figure out, and that has been shown in his last few fights. He's a one-trick pony. Not a one-trick pony, but, like, I don't know. He just kind of like dances around and leg kicks at range, and he's not a huge threat, and he's got a couple KOs in the UFC. He knocked out Robert Whittaker, and he knocked out Alex Pereira, but I don't know, he's really not a knockout artist like I feel like he used to be, like, known as. I guess the Paulo Costa win was a very good win in his title reign, actually. I totally didn't even bring up the Paulo Costa win. The Paulo Costa win's a very good win. But Joe Pyfer is extremely powerful. He's extremely powerful, and he's a very good grappler as well, and I could definitely see him maybe taking down Izzy early, getting Izzy thinking about the takedown, and just knocking him in the 3rd or 4th round with a huge shot, knocking out Israel Adesanya. And Izzy's a little bit chinny, to say the least. His chin is definitely suspect. He leaves his chin in the air. He leans back a lot for these fading hooks, and just, like, weaving strikes in general, and he's kind of relied on, like, him being the taller fighter in most of his fights and being the rangier fighter in most of his fights, because he leaves his chin way up in the air sometimes, and he's been getting caught recently, and I think that Joe Pyfer's going to catch him again in this fight. But if Israel Adesanya doesn't get his shit together and win this fight, his career very well may be over. And I don't know, I hope you guys liked the video. If you guys liked the video, subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys think Israel Adesanya's career is really done, or if you guys think he's going to bounce back with a win over Joe Pyfer next weekend. But either way, I want to let you guys know, or I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what you guys think. All right, but you guys gotta like the video if you like the video. Subscribe to my channel, and who's with me?